For today's demonstration, we're going to learn how to do a blind contour drawing. And a blind contour drawing can be a little terrifying at first because it is just that. You are drawing something blindly, so you are not allowed to look at your paper while you're doing this. But that's the whole purpose of this project is that, or this exercise, sorry, it's not a project, it's an exercise, and it's just, the point of the exercise is to strengthen our ability to look at things. And so that's why we do a blind contour drawing, not to make a good drawing, but to really study the object that we're drawing. So the object that I'm going to draw today is my shoe, and you'll all be drawing your shoe as well. And I promise you this is not going to turn out very well. I'm sure you'll all giggle while you're watching me draw this. It's going to be a bit of a challenge for me, it always is. But in order to make sure that we don't cheat when we're doing our drawings today, is we need to use a piece of paper that I'm going to just poke a hole in the middle of the paper, and it's going to shield me from being able to see what I'm drawing. And make sure that you put your hand underneath and just let that piece of paper sort of rest on your hand while you're drawing. And so that's really important. However, for this demonstration, I will not be using the shield, only so that you're able to see what it is I'm drawing. But please, when you're doing this, you need to use the shield. Because, like I said, the purpose is to look closely at the object that you're drawing. Now, as I'm drawing blindly, my eyes are slowly gonna be tracing the lines of my shoe. And I'm gonna go into every little detail, really taking my time. And as my eye is tracing all of these little lines, I am not going to pick up my pencil, and I am going to move very slowly. So if there's random lines kind of going across the page from one area to the next, that's okay, because if I don't pick up my pencil, it gives me a better idea of the space between things, and we're really trying to create some spatial awareness with this project. So, okay, so I'm going to go ahead and start, and what you're going to do is you'll have about 4 minutes, and I'm starting at the top of my shoe, and I'm just very slowly letting my eye trace the different lines in my shoe. And you can see how slow I'm moving, very slowly. And it's because like I said, I really want to study the curve of every little line that I'm drawing so that I understand how this shoe looks, every little detail of it. I'm drawing the top strap right now, but I kind of started with my second strap, but then it overlaps so much that I moved back into my top strap. So as you can see, it goes quite slow, but that's okay. The purpose is to study the object. And I guarantee you the first time you do this, it's not gonna look great. And as you go, you start to get better and better. And the point is that if you're going slowly, you're studying your object properly. When I'm done with this, I should be able to at least tell what different things are. They're not gonna look good, but I can tell what they are. And I've got my second strap made here, which this strap is not, it crosses over another strap over here, so I'm gonna do this, come back down. So I'm feeling quite comfortable on this side, so I'm gonna stay over here for a little bit and finish off my buckles. So you're gonna do this 2 times today with your shoe. Each time you do it, you should be drawing for a full 4 minutes. And the purpose of that is just to learn to take your time and slow down. The first time you draw, you might find that you get the whole shoe finished and there's still a whole minute left and you realize, wow, I went way too fast. If you are really taking your time and going slow, then you should have plenty of details to draw to fill up that time. So now I'm at like kind of a funny spot here. I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of move my pencil down here. Now I've got the sole of my shoe. I have another strap here. It comes over here, up, and this way. And I'm gonna stop there. Let's just say that that was 4 minutes. I'm not really sure that it was. It might have been. But look at it, and this not too bad considering, you know, I've got this very strappy shoe here. I can see my buckles, I can see the back. I've got several straps that are started here. I never got to the sole, but that's okay. So once you're done, look at it, assess it, and kind of point out areas where you think maybe you did a good job. Like here, I think that I went just right. I'm just gonna label it just right. I think that I took my time in this area and I can see the pieces of the buckle. Whereas maybe there's other areas where I went a little too fast. Right here, I would say, because I have these very sort of straight lines, it looks to me like I drew those too fast. So I'm gonna notice that and say I went a little too fast there. And when you're done with your drawings, I want you to do the same thing. Look for areas where maybe you went too fast, or areas where maybe you went nice and slow, and just kind of recognize where you need to slow down and recognize where you're doing things well. Once you've done this, I'm gonna go ahead and label this. This was my first blind contour drawing. So blind contour drawing. And this is a shoe, right? Shoe, blind contour drawing, and then you'll put today's date on it. So if today is, I'm not sure what day you're watching this, but let's say it's the 24th. So I like to label everything I do in my sketchbook, and that's really important so that I can kind of see where I started, and as I go through my sketchbook throughout the year, I can see how I've improved. And I also can see exactly what this exercise was. Again, it's an exercise in order to help improve observing what you're about to draw. So you're gonna do 2 of these for 4 minutes each. Please take your time. Your teacher will set the timer so everybody will start and stop at the same time, and you'll do them all together. So have fun.